いけ翼。
Hello and welcome to Ike Tsubasa! Here's Weiss back at it again with the analysis. It's great to be back. Let's dive into the newly Samba banner, Casa Grande and Senaldo. Casa Grande, Looming Intimidation, is a toughness type Brazilian defender who's surprisingly good at what he does, breaking people's legs. Casa Grande is the 5th player that comes in with the Super Solidarity for Toughness Latin Americans. Do take note that all characters that come in with this skill are all limited, so building up a Super Solidarity Toughness Latin American team isn't as easy as it seems, and they won't be available in the SSR pool tickets, so don't be waiting for them to pop up in those. The criteria to activate his passive is easily fulfillable, as he gets 15 boost stats as long as Alberto is playing. His S pressure tackle is capped at 440 momentum, is actually pretty decent. His other skills otherwise aren't that noticeable, they are sadly the lowest momentum of all A-type skills. Looking at his stats, Casa Grande is geared towards being an outstanding tackler, with his tackle capped at 8.3k and his speed is almost 6.3k. His block, intercept and power are all above 6k, which is actually pretty good. As for his parameters, only his tackle stands out before the passive is applied at 11.4k. In the current meta, any parameters that is in the range of 9k is considered average unless supported with a high momentum skill. Now, after applying the passive, he becomes a capable defender with his tackle reaching at 13.1k and his block at 11.3k. The rest of his parameters are decent but not that spectacular. Now he is able to achieve a total force of almost 58k with his S high pressure tackle, so he's not too far off from the recently released Edgar Davids with a force of 61.7k. With that said, he might be able to bully players with his tackle, whether they are using the passes or 1-2s. Now, not forgetting that he is also very good with his high ball, thus getting an additional 25% boost, elevating his maximum blocking force to around 64k against headers. As for his skill build, we recommend giving him an S giant block from the monster of the last line and power dribble from the international defense to complete his build. Now, we feel that giving him an S might intercept capped at 420 is optional and may not be worth it as he doesn't have enough stats to fully utilize it. Furthermore, his tackle at S99 will have a higher chance of winning the ball, even against passes compared to interception. Also, the S might interception is from the limited green version of the World Cup, which is very essential for those who want to play green Latin America Super Solidarity. Now, there are two general limit breaks for Casa Grande. For his first limit break, we recommend a 25 tackle, block, speed, and power. This limit break is to maximize his defensive abilities according to the way he is designed, focusing on tackle and block while improving his mobility. As for his second limit break, we recommend a 25 tackle speed, 21 block intercept, 4 power and technique. Use 22-3 instead of 21-4, limit break distribution instead, for those not using physical formation. This build spreads some points into intercept and improves the chances of Casa not getting wide passes over him, while sacrificing some blocking stats. Even with this build, we doubt that Casa can intercept anything in the current meta with A if possible intercept, as it is one of the lowest A momentum skills there is, so this is mainly for intercepting regular passes only. Final thoughts, Casa Grande Looming Intimidation sure looks intimidating. He is one of the strongest toughness type Latin American defenders that synergizes extremely well with Alberto, a refreshingly strong sweeper, as both will be boosted. His chances of winning the ball via his tackle is pretty high, thanks to his high tackling parameters and easily to activate his passive. With all the rest of Super Solidarity Toughness type in Latin American being limited characters, including himself, he is quite crucial for those looking to complete the 45% team skill. Overall, Casa Grande is very strong in a couple of areas. He is worthy of a spot in a Super Solidarity Toughness Latin American team, as long as you are playing with him alongside any version of Alberto. Senaldo can even attack as a wing is yet another toughness type Brazilian defender with yet another super solidarity for toughness Latin America that has quite high parameters in all of his defensive stats. Senaldo has the same skill as Casa Grande with a super solidarity. His passive, auto interception 80%, looks deceivingly good as it seems like he is designed to be played at the side. However, auto intercept is most effective when placed in a position with a lot of traffic, and side defenders see less action compared to center backs. Against less direct opponents who prefer attacking from the wings though, Senaldo will prosper. Now, Senaldo's S high-speed interception is capped at 415 momentum. It's considered mediocre as he might be difficult to justify SSR Ball's investment in it, similar to S Swift interception on his World Cup counterpart. Senaldo's stats look relevant to the current meta with his defensive aspects around the mid 7k range. His parameters are rather straightforward with his tackle, block, intercept are all well above 10k as passive is not applicable. He is only able to hit a total force of 45.8k for his interception, and his S steal defense has a total force of 45.3k, which is kind of underwhelming to be honest for a very special limited character. As for his skill build, we recommend an A precise pass from the SR left side game maker. Senaldo doesn't have many options when it comes to skill support. Now for those that have access to assertive overlap iteration, can consider replacing the A steal defense with the S version and A sliding block with A new Brazilian football if you have a dupe to spare. Now we have one limit break for Senaldo, 25 tackle, intercept, speed, and technique. This is a side defender build, suitable for Senaldo. His dribble and pass aren't fantastic, so maximizing his defensive capabilities is the way to go. Final thoughts. Senaldo can even attack as a wing. Can't really attack at all. It's strange they give him such a title to this version of Senaldo. His passive may prove to be useful against those that attack using the flank, but the value drastically goes down otherwise. Senaldo does have some potential as he has a very decent stat, but is held back by his poor skill support. Overall, Senaldo is at best a bench player as he will have a difficult time contesting a spot with Casa Grande, Edmilson, Alberto, Galvan, and Roberto Carlos. Now, final thoughts and some ramblings. I get a lot of questions if people can pull for this banner or not, or sub banners. You gotta know that some banners are exclusive players, so some people actually wait for the SSR ticket pool to be updated. However, this is not the case when they are limited players. Like this Casa Grande, this Senaldo, we have the auto intercept Misaki, we have Zeno Hernandez, the club player. All of these characters are very limited, so it's not best to keep on waiting until the pool is updated if you really need them for your team and they will actually push your team over the limit. Just go ahead and pull for that stupidly low 3% banner. Sorry guys, but yeah, it is stupidly low 3% banner. However, if it actually does a lot of thing in your team, then go ahead and I hope you get it. Alright, here's Weiss, over and out.